left East Tennessee toward Franklin to meet with a guy that I know to hit the streets. Although we weren't able to go out with him, we went out, and we were able to lead a couple to the Lord just in public parks and other places. We stayed over at Cracker Barrel. The next morning, there's a group of homeless men, saved men, they just couldn't afford to get into a rental or anything, so they're working and living out of their cars, but they have a Bible study in the parking lot. And they had been praying, what are our next steps? So they got some of our CPR, the Biblical Guide to Soul Winning books, and they're going to teach each other how to be witnesses. And then they're going to go and reach other people in their realm of influence. And I believe they were sincere. I think that was a divine encounter, but I don't know. Yeah. Then we went on from there. We went over to speak at West Bowers Church over in Memphis. And the Lord dealt with a soul there. I don't know about their salvation, but He was working. Seeds are, some plant seeds, some water. And all we were is just the ones able to give the word. From Memphis, we went down to Orlando. We spent some family time, but then we went up to the grand opening at a bookstore in Palatka, Florida, near St. Augustine. From there, we were able to take some people out on the streets to teach them how to be effective witnesses. We were able to lead a handful of people to the Lord there. Some of them were homeless. I got about 3 video interviews, and I've made these video interviews to teach you guys how to be effective witnesses. When you get on the YouTube channel and find them, that's a resource for you. To teach you that. So take advantage of those. And I look at the analytics, so I know how many people's watching. And here lately, people ain't been watching. But anyway, about 12 people made profession of salvation along the way. But I don't say they got saved because I'm not a bean counter. The Lord knows. I'm just telling you what they said. So that's kind of the trip in a nutshell. Thanks for everybody that's contributed to make that happen. I believe you all get a part in that for keep the wheels going. Yesterday, I went to an event over in Greenback at the racetrack. It was On Track for Jesus. I want to celebrate recovery people. A lot of Church of Gods and stuff come together, and they have a big shindig. And I was able to go and just work the crowd. I had 3 professions of salvation, all of whom were trusting and asking for forgiveness and changing their life around because they're sober now. But they didn't understand that the blood of Christ was the payment for their sin, and it's already paid if they put their faith in Him. They understood and made a profession. And one of them gave a video interview. I'll be editing it today and be posting. So I think, other than those are the 2 major events, but I still go out nearly daily and do soul winning here and there. And often people are making professions of salvation. So the Lord is using the ministry for His end. So I thank y'all for the support. Be praying about us because we are now praying about what next. I know the Lord has brought us to where we're at, and I know He's bringing us somewhere, but I don't quite know where. So I need Him to open the door. Until then, I'm just going to hang out in the hallway kind of thing. So be praying for us.
What YouTube channel do you need to go to?
The YouTube channel is called CPR Missions. If you can't find it, go to cprmissions.org, and from there you can find those videos. The YouTube algorithm is not pushing them out that much, but TikTok is doing better. Oh, I had a guy call me the night before last, about 10 o'clock. He said a guy that he works with has been witnessing to him, and then he come across the TikTok channel, and the Lord, he says, I feel the Lord pulling me, but I don't know what to do. Can you call me? I called this guy, I talked to him for 2 hours, and led him to the Lord over the phone. The Lord had been doing it. He tried to wake his wife up. He said, we've been believing the wrong way. You need to wake up. She said, I'll talk to me tomorrow. He called me back the next day after talking to his wife, and she ended up wanting to know how to get saved. They were raised in the background of that, asking for forgiveness and changing your ways stuff. But they didn't understand the gospel. So the Lord is also using the outreach to deal with people's hearts. I don't know to what extent. If they don't reach out to me, of course I wouldn't know. But. So that's it. I tell people when I'm out soul winning, it's like taking a fish